It's the radio segment that just bought a set of white wall tires, even though it doesn't own a car.
Oh, okay.
Laser Stories, the segment where we read weird news stories from around the globe, except we have a laser with them, so it's super cool.
Yeah, it is.
When you say it like that,
Yeah,
very
it is.
convincing.
This first laser story is out of San Diego, California. A 27-year-old guy named Jason Mills was dating a woman he met named Sabrina, and they'd been on a few dates, and then something troubling happened. One of their mutual friends sent him a screenshot of some text from the woman where she said she was just using Jason for free food.
I feel like every girl thinks this, but doesn't actually text this.
Yeah.
He says she wasn't in a bad financial situation either because on their dates, she would wear pricey clothes and had 2 Chanel bags.
Oh, no, she didn't.
But everyone knows free food tastes better than food you have to pay for. It improves the quality.
You're right.
So Jason came up with a plan. He took her to an expensive restaurant. They both ate and drank a lot. Then he said he had to go to the bathroom, but instead, he just left.
Yeah. So then she got a date with the waiter and didn't have to pay for it anyway? Is that...
Also should mention he was her ride home, too.
Oh, you got to pay for an Uber or a cab now?
Are you really that upset about paying for some girl's dinner? Like,
Yeah, I mean, I would love to be used. I'm not even getting the dates to begin with.
Jose's like, I'll take it.
Yeah, I'll eat food with girls.
After that, he started getting, quote, furious texts from her 45 minutes later saying her mom had come to the restaurant to pay the bill.
Oh, what?
Wait,
she was...
What? Oh, you're wearing a Chanel bag and you can't afford
You have
the
to call
dinner?
your mom?
Well, she was just, I guess, expecting him to pay, didn't even bring her money with her.
That's true. She probably didn't even bring a purse or anything.
After his story started going viral, he said, quote, obviously what I did was not morally good,
Yeah, it was immature.
and I probably should have been direct with her, but this wasn't about doing the right thing or learning anything. I just wanted to get even.
Yeah, at least he knows.
Sometimes it feels good.
He's like, I was being petty.
Yeah.
On
yeah,
purpose.
Yeah.
Tit for tat.
Yep.
This next laser story is out of Canberra, Australia. There's a 33-year-old woman named Sasha Robinson who was in a McDonald's drive-thru line over the weekend. The line was long, and when Sasha finally was at the speaker box placing her order, a, quote, young lady behind her started honking.
Okay.
And Sasha thought to herself, you know what, take the high road. So not only did she pay for her own food, but she also paid for the woman's food behind her, too.
See, this
So,
is stuff I love doing.
She's
for
like the
people.
opposite of that guy we just talked about.
Yeah, she's like a nice person.
And then the woman who honked got to the first drive-thru window and found out her order was paid for.
Oh, I bet you feel guilty,
Yeah,
don't you?
you do.
So she leaned out her car and waved and mouthed, thank you.
Dude,
Oh,
you
that's
feel like
good.
such a jerk. Though.
I know.
Oh, yeah.
my God.
Obviously
I'm
embarrassed
sorry.
that Sasha had repaid her rudeness with extreme kindness.
Oh, geez.
But the story doesn't end there.
Why?
Because when Sasha got to the second window, she showed both receipts and took the woman's food as well.
Oh my God!
So
She did not!
the young woman was obviously pissed off and had to go back to the end of the line and then start all over
That
again.
is how you do it.
Oh
ladies and
my
gentlemen.
God!
That is passive-aggressive revenge.
That is the best troll I've ever heard
And
of.
she trolled the girl into thanking her for
Yes!
it. Right? 'Cause she
And
thanked
making her feel guilty about it.
That woman, she gets an award.
And she was gone by the time the woman even realized what had happened.
Just laughing all the way
Oh,
to those french fries.
Damn, there is like petty with a capital P in this laser
Really?
stories.
It
This
is.
next laser story is out of the fantastic world of film. BuzzFeed just released a list of crazy behind-the-scenes facts about 90s movies that you may not have known.
Okay.
Here's a few of the highlights. In Titanic, did you know Matthew McConaughey almost played Jack?
Really?
Would have been a lot more shirtless scenes.
And Claire Danes almost played Rose.
I could see that.
Can't think of Claire Danes.
Yeah, she's in Homeland right now.
Oh.
She was
She was in Romeo and Juliet.
yeah.
Yeah, I could actually
She's
see
like
that.
starred opposite Leonardo DiCaprio in every 90s movie ever.
Okay.
Also in Terminator 2 Judgment Day, Arnold Schwarzenegger was paid $21,429 per word.
Oh, $21 grand per word.
I almost was like, oh my God, he took a pay cut
Yeah.
so that other people could get paid more. That's so nice
and
of
look, he
him.
advanced his career.
Until
That's
you
great.
said per word.
His salary was $15 million, but only spoke 700 words total in the whole
'cause
movie.
It's all
Jeez
catchphrases.
Louise.
He said, "I'll be back," and made more than any of us made the entire
He
year.
winged one line and was like, "Hasta la vista, baby."
Yeah,
Like,
he just-
he did it in Spanish?
And he ad-libbed baby in there just to get that extra 21 grand. What a jerk.
Here's 50K.
Yeah.
In the Academy Award-winning film Ghost, Bruce Willis was originally supposed to star in it with his then-wife Demi Moore
Oh, that would have been a lot more Well,
Who was in it? Demi Moore and...
and Patrick Swayze.
Oh, that's right. What was I thinking?
But Bruce Willis turned it down because he didn't understand how romance with a ghost could possibly work.
Oh. And that
That's a
was why
steamy
him
movie.
and Demi never made it,
Yeah.
the long haul.
Bruce later called himself a knucklehead for turning that down.
Yeah, watch the language, Bruce.
Finally, Toy Story 2. Disney originally wanted the Toy Story sequels to be direct-to-video releases.
Okay.
Like
it's
a-
kind of like what they did with The Lion King and Aladdin because they were so bad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Aladdin 2, Return of Jafar.
Yeah, with like not one actor in it, just a bunch of people trying to play the actors.
And that would have been a huge mistake if they did that because the Toy Story sequels went on to make more than $2.6 billion in theaters
With a B.
worldwide.
Oh
Billion.
my gosh.
This next laser story is out of the study of Prim and Proper.
It's a place that we don't visit often.
If your best friend invites you over to hang out, you can generally stay as long as you want.
Right.
Yeah.
You know, if they need you to leave, they'll probably tell you so.
Yeah, that's why you're best friends.
Totally.
But if you're at someone's house and you're not great friends, how late can you stay before it gets rude?
Ooh, that's a
Are we
good
talking like
one.
what hour of night or are we talking like duration? Because I'm
What
going
hour?
2.5 hours.
What hour of the night?
Depends. If they have kids, I'm going to say 9 o'clock. If they don't have kids, 10?
Someone asked an etiquette expert to figure this out, and here's what they said. If it's a weeknight, the latest you should stay is 10:30.
On a weeknight.
Dang, that
That-
means no kids then.
Yeah.
And that way they can clean up and still get to bed at a semi-decent hour.
Yeah.
Midnight? That's a decent hour.
I guess people with normal jobs.
Oh, yeah. We
You
don't
know?
get up at like 4 a.m., so.
On the weekends, you need to be out of there by 11:15.
Oh, dang.
That's so late still.
I do not want people at my house that long. So
Yeah.
can we tell this etiquette lady to revise this?
Unless we're all drunk, then everyone's spending the night
Right,
anyway.
totally.
Now, obviously, they say it depends on the situation. Like, if
Yeah.
they have kids, you might have to leave earlier. Or if they invite you over to watch, like, a show that starts at 10,
Yeah.
they probably expect you to stay a little late that night.
Oh, it's 11 o'clock. Yeah, what's 2 more hours
Yeah.
left in the movie? Get out!
I don't want to be rude. See you later. But as a general, you should plan to be out of their hair by 10:30 on a weeknight and 11:15 on the weekends. The other option is to ask them if they need you to leave.
Oh, yeah, but how do you ever say yes? No one ever says yes to that to someone
Yes.
they
Yeah.
don't know very
I
well.
need you to get out of here, actually.
That's what they say. They say some people are just too nice and don't want it to seem like they're kicking you out.
Right.
And they might even offer you another drink being
Yeah.
polite and then secretly hate you when you say yes.
Yes.
I'm
Oh
passive
my God.
aggressive. I'm like, yeah, I usually go to bed at 9, but
Oh my
sure.
God. My husband and I have that fight every time we have people over. I'm like, why did you offer them another out? Why did you give them another drink? Well, Brooke, they're here. They're being nice to
Yeah.
us. They're our friends. I'm like, I know, but I'm so tired.
You're going to get punished later so badly.
God.
I know one guy who won't leave, but it's for a good reason.
Oh, yeah.
He's busy. Or getting busy.
Yeah, he is.
But don't worry, he'll be finished up by 10:30 here in a second. That's the sound of a turtle humping his shoe, and it means Laser Stories has come to an end for the day. We'll do it again same time